Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I actually had a request to do a look with bright green eyeliner. So that is what I'm doing in today's video. I don't know kind of what I'm doing with the rest of it yet, but I know it's got to involve bright green eyeliner. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Okay, so kicking off with base, and I'm going to open up my new Fresh Hint Beauty Concealer in... Oh! I went the shade Fair. I usually go light, but I obviously went Fair. Oh well. So I'm just going to go in with this on a clean foundation brush would be good. I mean, not the biggest of brushes, but we'll go with this one. And just do a nice kind of even layer of the concealer. Then I'm just going to take it on a little concealer brush and just use it for under my eyes and on any blemishes. Okay, and then I'm just going to go with some blush. I'm going to take the Rare Beauty in Joy. I'm literally going to take half a dot because it's such a pigmented blusher. So literally like that. I'm just taking the same brush, that isn't the same brush, using the same brush as I did for my foundation. I'm just going to go ahead and buff this in. See, that's much better. And then what I can do, and what I probably will do, is add a little bit more in a second to build it up. But I definitely want to go in. I think especially with this shade, I don't know what like kind of the lighter pinks are like, but certainly with this shade, you want to go a little bit at a time. And the top of my brush has just fallen off. So yeah, so I'm just going to add, I'm literally like kind of getting off the excess here. A drop more. Oh, that may have been too much, but we'll soon find out. Okay, so let's move on to brows. So I'm going to take my Kosas Air Brow and run through the brows and kind of get them to the shape I want before I fill them in. And whilst I let that dry, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. So going in with the Lily Lola Eye Primer, using the concealer brush again, and just propping the eyes ready for whatever I'm about to do. I think I might do a bit of a bottom heavy look. So do a pop of green eyeliner on the kind of lid, but then really kind of build up some fun along the bottom. I think that's what I kind of want to do with this look. Going back to the eyes, I'm just going to take my ABH powder, taking the Auburn shade and my little angled brush, and going in and just filling where I need to. Okay, I've possibly done a little warmer than I usually do, but we'll just go through with the concealer brush. Okay, so ignore the brows. I have gone a little bit warm. I think I took too much because I kind of do mainly the darker shade, as you can tell. I just dip a little bit into the more Auburn shade, but I think I went too heavy with the Auburn shade. But onto the eyes. I'm going to go in with the green liner first. Okay, so I've actually got this Colourpop eyeliner in the shade Electric Daisy, so I'm going to use that for the eyeliner, and then I'm going to set it with some eyeshadow afterwards. So I'm not going to do a particularly big wing, I don't think. Yeah. Just creating kind of standard size wing, and then I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow to set it, and also just to deepen but brighten, because this is quite a light green. So I kind of want to go in with a slightly darker, brighter colour. I'm kind of using this creaminess as a base for the eyeshadow to adhere to. I'm just going to do a quick bit of setting the lids first. So I'm just going to take actually Soft Tan from the Lovelier palette. It's just kind of any colour that sort of kind of matches your skin tone, just to kind of set the crease area. So I'm actually going to dip into the Carnival palette. I'm going to take Ecstasy down here. So it's very similar to green to what I've already got on, but it's just slightly darker, brighter colour, so it's going to be more visible, which is what I'm after. So I just need an angle brush. So I've just got this one here from Real Techniques. It's technically an eyeshadow eyebrow brush, but I'm going to use it for this purpose. So I'm going to coat it with the shade Ecstasy. And just simply go over what I've just done. As you can see, that's just made it much more visible. Still kept the brightness, but much more visible, and it's kind of adhered to the eyeliner that I've already got down. And this is a great trick if you've got oily eyelids as well. It would just help any transfer if that's something you suffer from as well. Okay, and then for the lower lash line, what I'm thinking of doing is doing like an ombre green under there. So I just need a pencil brush. I'm going to stick with the Carnival palette for this. I'm going to go first of all in with the shade Ecstasy, which I just used. And this is going to focus right on the inner portion of the lower lash line. Okay, gonna jump into the shade The Hype for my next shade. This is gonna be the middle portion of the lash line. What I'll do is I give this a quick brush off on a little beauty pad, go back in with Ecstasy, the first shade, and just kind of merge the two together, do a bit of blending. And then the final shade, I'm actually going to go in with Nuke, which is the very dark green, but I thought it'd be quite nice just on the outer portion, just ever so slightly, just to kind of deepen. So a nice little ombre going along the lower lash line. And what I'm going to do is to take that green eyeliner we first used, and I'm just going to run this in the waterline, kind of tie it together. And I quite like, you could have done an ombre in the waterline as well, but I quite like the contrast of the light green and the dark green on the outer portion. It's something quite fun. Okay, I'm going to top it off with some mascara now, so the Lily Lolo Big Lash Mascara. Okay, so to finish off is lips. I'm going to keep it quite simple with the lips, I think, keep it a bit nude. So, I'm actually going to take a Colourpop lipstick in Name Drop, a nice peachy lip. Okay, and that is this look complete. So a little bit of a bright green liner, ombre green at the bottom with a peachy lip. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting and fun. Please leave any future requests for videos down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.